I recently completed a 4-night cruise on Wonder of the Seas, completing all of the Oasis-class ships. If you're new here, I'm Alexis, where I put out videos about all things cruising and travel. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my honest review of Wonder of the Seas. In this video, I'm going to be talking about things like the overall ship appearance, the entertainment, the food, the dining, the itinerary, and so much more. So if you're interested in a good, honest review, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Let's start off with the overall ambiance of the ship. Now, with this being the last ship in the Oasis class that I was going to do, I was super excited because it is a little newer than the ones that I have been on before. So when I walked on board, everything looked very familiar. Everything was so beautiful, nice, very new. It didn't feel like it was a couple years old. I loved it. I actually loved the layout of this ship. It is slightly different than all the other Oasis class ships, like back on board, like where the sports court is and stuff. And I think that this one has my favorite layout of all of them. I'm gonna give the overall ambiance a 5 out of 5 stars. Next, let's get into lodging. So let's talk about my stateroom cabin and the bathroom and stuff like that. So we did stay in a junior suite for this 4-night cruise, and I absolutely loved the room. The room was super spacious, lots of room to just hang out in. The TV was extra bigger, which I really enjoyed. The balcony was also a great place to just hang out. So much space as well. The bathroom was upgraded as well with a built-in tub and upgraded amenities. However, I think that I would actually prefer to maybe just have like a bigger shower rather than the tub, because since we don't have small children that cruise with us, we don't really feel like there's a need for the tub. Like, I would never really use it. But other than that, I loved the room. We did have a really nice state attendant, and I also enjoyed him as well. I'm gonna give lodging a 5 out of 5 stars. Now let's get into entertainment. So right off the bat, I'm gonna say that since we did a 4-night cruise, it was so hard to go and see everything. Now on embarkation day, we did have a little kerfluffle, if you will, and we ended up getting on board a little later than we would have liked to. So it was hard to book our shows and stuff like that. So we didn't get to make it to all of the shows. However, I did want to make sure that since they didn't have a main production show, I wanted to go see at least one show in the theater, which we saw The Effectors 2. I haven't seen The Effectors 1, so I'm not really sure, wasn't really sure what the storyline was about. However, we did see this one. It's just not my type of show. I thought the talent was okay as well. I think the best thing about the show was all of the drones and lasers. Love how these theaters have so much technology, but I didn't care too much for the show. We also didn't get a chance to go to the ice show, once again, because it was always booked up and we just didn't have time. So I was really bummed that we couldn't do that, but I know all of these shows, the ice show, the aqua shows, they're more or less all the same. So I know more or less what I was missing out on. The activities on board the ship were endless. If you've sailed in any of these mega ships or Oasis class ships, you know that the activities are just nonstop, all day, all night. There's so much to do. You can't do it all on a 4-night cruise, but there is so much to do. I was very happy with all the activities, the daily planner, stuff like that. There's so much to look forward to plan out your day, and I really did enjoy all the activities and entertainment. I'm going to give entertainment on board a 2 out of 5 stars. Now let's go into some extras. So with extras, I'm gonna go into a food and dining. So for this specific sailing, we did purchase the ultimate dining package, which means we get all specialty dining included. And once again, I'm blown away. I love the specialty restaurants on board Royal Caribbean and on these mega ships. It's just amazing. We did get to eat at Izumi, 150 Central Park. We ate at Hooked, which is one of our favorites, and it's not on all of the ships. We ate at Playmakers. We just had great food. Once again, we had a great experience with food. I didn't really find myself where I had a meal that I didn't like, and that's always so nice. We also did get the drink package, of course, for this cruise, and we did put it to good use. We love, love, love the juice bar, and that's something that Utopia doesn't have, which I'm so glad all the other ones have, because we'd love to get our fresh juices. And if you have a drink package, those are included. I did find myself like wanting a really cool bar to hang out at, and I mentioned before that I think Royal Caribbean is kind of lacking a craft bar that I would like to hang out at. Nonetheless, we did hang out Mason Jar Bar, which was actually pretty cool. And then there's also a game changer, Giovanni's new added wine bar. I absolutely loved. So usually what would be there on the other ships would be Vintages, which is a wine bar. And this is basically the exact same thing. However, what I liked about this Giovanni's is it has a full menu to where you can order food and take it. So you could order a gourmet pizza from Giovanni's, eat it there with your wine, or take it. I like where it's located in Central Park. I'm going to give all the extras like food and drinks a 4 out of 5 stars. Now let's talk about itinerary. So since this was such a short cruise, we went to 2 of the private islands that Royal Caribbean owns. We went to Coco Cay, and we actually did the Hideaway Beach, which is the adults only. We had a really nice day in the pool. We sat out at the beach, and you can't go wrong with anything you do at Coco Cay. Then we also went to Nassau, and we purchased tickets for the new Paradise Beach Club. We had drinks, food, all of that was included. I had a fantastic time, and I really was curious to see how Royal Caribbean did this new private island. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I enjoyed how they put it all together. I will say I didn't like the food. But yeah, I really like this as an option for a shore excursion. I think it's a little too pricey, and I wouldn't do it every time we go to Nassau. However, it is a good option if you want to splurge. I'm going to give this itinerary a 4 out of 5 stars. Now let's get into service and staff. So the service on board was really good. I don't remember if there was any service that I didn't like, which is always really good. The staff was really friendly. All the bartenders that we met and all of our food people in the dining, it was really, really nice. And so I was really happy with the overall service and staff. And I'm going to give the service and staff a 4 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved cruising on board Wonder of the Seas, and I can definitely see myself booking another cruise on this beautiful ship. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have sailed Wonder or which Oasis-class ship is your favorite. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it at all, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you're always updated with all things cruising and travel. Don't forget to always seize a day, and I'll catch you in the next one.